In this video, we are going to solve the questions which are frequent and most asked questions in the interview. So question number one, populate the email address in the highlighted area. So we have just name, but if we see in the database, so it is full name. So how do we populate it? So we will use VLOOKUP. So this is our lookup value, but over here we do not have just first name, we have last name as well. So we will use wildcard along with VLOOKUP. And to use the wildcard, so I'm using the and sign and then double quotes, star, double quote, and then comma. So now this is my lookup value, and then table array would be this one. So this is column one, column two. So I'll take column two, and since I need the exact match, so I'll take 0, and it gave me the error. So let's paste this formula first. Okay, so we got the result, so which means this person is not there. And instead of NA, so we should give something like that email address is not found. So I will use if error over here, and after the formula I'll say email not found. So this will make it readable. So now it looks good. So question number two, generate the full date basis the below data. So we have year, month, and day, and we need to generate the date. So some people make the mistake over here, they use concatenate. So we don't have to use concatenate, because if we are talking about date, we should use date formula. And then since it is year and then second month and day. So it is very simple, and let's paste this. Perfect. Now let's look at question number three. Calculate the age, and result should be you are 20 years, 10 months and 5 days old. Okay, so let's calculate it. So we'll use dated if, and then first date, and then second date, comma, inverted comma basically, and then we will give y. So y means year. So I have calculated year, and then we need to calculate months as well. So I will calculate month here first. This date, again inverted comma. Since we have calculated year, so I will give y and m, because y will skip year and then it will give me month only. So 10 months. If I use just month, then it will give me 370, so which is not right. So this is how we need to use it, and then we need to calculate days as well. So dated if again, uh, date 1, date 2, inverted comma. So now I will use m and d, so whatever days are left. So I will use concatenate to combine it, concate. So first I will say you are, and then 30. So now I need to give years, comma, and then 10 basically, and then months, and then I will give again this 30, and then comma, inverted comma, days old, and let's close this. We got the result, so let's format it a bit. So after 30 we should give one space. Okay, one space, and after 10 as well we should give one space, months, and after and as well, and after days as well. So I got this, but result should be given here, because if, for example, if someone deletes it, then my formula is gone. So what I will do, so I'll copy this formula. I'll come here, instead of E6, I will say that formula, and again I'll copy now this formula, and instead of 10, I will use that formula, and then I will copy this formula as well, and then instead of G6 I will use that formula. So now I can copy this formula, or control X, and then I can paste it here, and now I can remove this, I can remove that, and see you are 30 years, 10 months and 30 days old. The reason I applied formula in different cell, because I wanted to show you how to break the formula, apply separately and then combine it later. So if you combine it in just one go, so it will be little complex. So now you can see, and simply we use concat. So I provided the text and then dated if formula, And then after that, again, I use text the way like it was given in the question. So we need to calculate the grade basis these conditions. So for this, we will use if this value less than 33%, then our value should be D. And now, comma, it is now saying value if false. So we are not giving false value right now. We will again apply if this value less than 50%, then I need C. If again, if this value less than 60%, then I need B. And again, we will apply if this value less than 80%, we will apply A. So we should get A. Otherwise, I can give A plus last condition. And bracket close, bracket close, bracket close. So now it is black. Okay. So let's paste this formula. Let's look at question number 5. Calculate the maximum value against the specified date from the table as mentioned below. Since we need the maximum value against particular criteria, so we can apply max ifs for this. Max if and maximum range. So this would be the range, and then criteria range 1 would be this one, and then criteria would be this. All right, let's close the bracket and 5,000. So basically 18th March 5,000, 18 March 2000, and 18 March. So we got the maximum against the date. So let's look at question number 6. The question is populate the invoice number of the customer who has highest invoice value. Combine VLOOKUP with some other formula. So they are specifically saying that we need to use VLOOKUP with some other formula. So if I understand the question, they are saying first find the invoice value for the Rahul, basically the highest value. So I need to first find the highest invoice value for Rahul. And once I found the value, then I should give, for example, for Rahul 12,000. So it should be CA1210. In the previous question, we applied maxif. So over here, first we will apply maxif. And so maximum range is this, and criteria range is Rahul, and then criteria would be this one. All right, let's close this. So now we got the value, the maximum value, so which is 12,000. So now you would be thinking that you can apply VLOOKUP. Yeah, that's very simple. But if you see the value is given at the right hand side, and VLOOKUP doesn't work from right to left. VLOOKUP always work from left to right. So if this value would have been here, it would have been easy. So now we need to combine VLOOKUP with another formula, so which is choose. So choose will help run VLOOKUP from right to left. So let's see how do we do that. So since this is our now lookup value, so I will apply VLOOKUP before that. And so this is my lookup value entire, and in the table array, so I will apply choose, and then I'll say 1 and 2. You can give any random number. So and after that, so it is saying value 1. So whatever value I will give, so it will be assigned to 1. So let's say I'm giving this value 1, and whatever value 2 I will give, so it will be assigned to 2. So we need the invoice number, and then I'll close the bracket, comma, and now it is saying column index number. Since we need the second, so we will apply 2, and since we need exact match, so 0, and let's send. Okay, so we got CA120. So let's paste it over there. Okay, perfect, and then we can drag it. Okay, so since we haven't freeze the rows, so you can see that our formula broke. So we need to freeze it properly. So first we need to freeze this, and then we need to freeze this as well. So for K3, we just need to freeze basically 3 only. And so that it should go to like LM. So that's why we are freezing that. And then this one as well, H4 to H30, E4 to E30. And let's paste this. So now it's perfect. So let's look at question number 7. So we need to give total customer, total sales, and average sales. So this would be very simple. So since we have the condition, we will apply count if, and the range will be city because we have criteria city, and then criteria will be city, and then let's again see the range is not freezing, so we need to freeze the range, otherwise this question is incorrect. So let's freeze the range and paste it. So now it's perfect. And again for total sales we will apply sum if. So range will be again city, freeze it, and criteria will be this one, and this will be the sum range. Again we will freeze it, and let's paste this. So average sales, I can just do total sales divided by total customer, either this way or I can apply average. Both would give us the same result. So let's look at question number 8. Highlight alternate rows in the data below. Use conditional formatting. All right, so let's select this entire data and go to conditional formatting, manage rules, and new rules. So over here, so we will go to use a formula to determine which cell to format. So we will apply two functions over here. One is mode, and then in mode I will say row bracket start bracket close, and then I will give 2 bracket close equal to 0. I'll explain the formula, and let's fill color. Okay, apply. So you can see that alternate row has been highlighted. So let me explain the formula here. So first we applied mode. Let's say if I give a random number, let's say 25, and then divisor is 2. So it should give me 1 because it will divide the 25 and then it will give me the remainder. And then we applied row in it. So row formula, so if I show you, so row generally gives me the reference 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I'm doing, so inside mode I'm applying row. So now for example I'll get seventh row, then it will be divided by 2, so which means it will give us 1, and then next it will be 1010. So either you can say equal to 1, format the color, or you can say equal to 0. So that's how we highlight the alternate rows. In the same way you can highlight alternate columns as well. Let's look at question number 9. Use if function and populate values based on below criteria. Okay, so it can be done using if as well, but they are asking for if, so we will apply ifs only. So logical test would be if this equal to top performer, then value should be a, again comma. So over here we don't have to apply if again and again, so that's the best part of ifs. So this value equal to exceeding expectation, then give me b, again this value equal to meeting expectation, then c, meeting expectation, then c. Okay, so in the if we used to get value if false, but over here we are not getting that one option. Okay, so because it is asking me again for the logical test, so what we will do, we will just close the formula over here. So currently we didn't apply the last one condition. So how would we apply last condition? So first let's paste the formula. So I think we are getting the right result, but over here we are getting hash NA. So with if, so we will use if error or if NA. So let's use if NA maybe, if NA, then we will say not applicable the last condition and paste this. So now it got not applicable. So this is perfect. Let's look at question number 10, and it is saying get me the total students in the class and in what measure they have enrolled themselves. Okay, so basically we should use pivot table since they didn't say anything, so we can use pivot table, insert from table. So I'll provide it maybe, okay, I'll use existing worksheet and then I can use over here location. So question total students in the class. So first we should take class in the row, and total student I can either take full name or last name, anything. So let's take the full name. So full name by default it will give us the count, and then second was major basically. So major is there, so I can give major in the column. So let's see if we got what they wanted. And yeah, so I think I need to scroll to the right. So maybe let me change major to rows and class to column, and let's see if this looks good. Yeah, generally it looks good, so we can central line it. If you like the video, subscribe and share. If you want me to cover any such stuff, let me know in the comment. Thank you for watching.